Hello, and welcome. It's your boy, Average Masterpiece, back again. And as you can see, we got some pretty big news today. Um, I I was looking forward to doing a stream, and I was debating like what deck I was gonna play. Um, and then I saw this happen. Now there were bans in Pioneer, Historic, and Brawl as well, but I don't play those formats enough to really talk about it. But this I can certainly talk about. I mean, this is major. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah. So, like, where to start? I guess I think the thing I want to start with is like I don't think that anybody's really too shocked about any of these. I mean, obviously, like in some of the threads I've seen, people are like, of course, there's people that are mad, like, oh, I love this deck, but I mean, the new set comes out, I believe, at the end of the month here, so which is really where most of my opinions come from. Is the fact that they waited until literally after the Players Tour finals, like everything's done, the new set's gonna come out, and now they're making these bans. So they're admitting that this was problematic. Which, I mean, I appreciate, their explanation as far as they know that with COVID and everything going on, everybody's online right now. Everybody's, that's kind of their only way to play. So we don't want people to be stuck in a meta where this is the only thing they're losing out on the hype, But even that is like, okay, if you knew that, if you admit even at this point that the meta is lame or that people are upset by it, why only do something about it now? I mean, and the cards that they chose, like it's not like any of these. Cauldron's Familiar is from Throne of Eldraine, so that's the only one. But like Growth Spiral that's one of the was that the first Ravnica? Guilds of Ravnica, not Return to Ravnica. I always get they're like the same sign but flipped upside down. But these are both from the Ravnica sets, and this is from War of the Spark. So these have been bannable for a very long time. I mean, I guess, obviously as new cards get printed, Uro specifically is what really pushed, what a lot of people would say really pushed this deck over the edge, which, again, so it's like, well, why not ban Uro instead of Growth Spiral? I think that's something that's interesting. I'm not saying that they made the wrong calls or the right calls. I don't really know. I mean, Wizards claims they do all the the R&D department tests all this stuff. So like it's like with Cauldron's Familiar. Somebody in a thread that I was reading, people were like, that seemed that was an odd one to them, and someone was like, well, maybe they in their testing realized that after they banned out Growth Spiral into Fairy, that made Jund Sacrifice like way too overpowered. So they needed to basically nerf that deck as well, because otherwise it was just going to take over and be like the only thing that anybody played. So okay, that makes sense, kind of. But again, that's just kind of where my question comes from, is like, it doesn't, these have been around, the combo's been around. So why wait? I mean, I know why. Well, I think a lot of people would say they don't want to ban stuff because they want to get their money. They want people to buy into the sets, and they don't like to admit when they make mistakes. It's just odd timing. Like I said, I know a lot of people are appreciative of it. But Cauldron's Familiar, Growth Spiral, not that rarity really means anything, because if something's a combo piece, something's a combo piece. But I mean, they're both commons, and they've both been around. They could have gotten rid of these, or even with the Growth Spiral, why not let people keep Growth Spiral but get rid of Uro, which does significantly more and is maybe more problematic? Why not let people keep the combo, the, you know, common enabler and get rid of the rare enabler. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm not on the R&D team. I'm sure that if you have a good excuse for that or reasoning why Uro is okay, but Growth Spiral's not. I mean, I guess it's because of the speed of the ramp, but then okay, well, what about the bird? You know what I mean? What about oh my god, I'm totally blanking. Of course, I should have like made some little notes for myself. The Gilded Goose. What about Gilded Goose? You know? Okay, that's early ramp. Like that's what about Arboreal Grazer? That's early ramp. Those are just regular, you know. Well, the goose is a rare, but I think are the grazers a common or at least uncommon? They're early ramp. So why is Growth Spiral worse than Uro? Is my biggest question. Wilderness Wreck, I mean, of course, like, you know, it doubles your mana. You get to spend all your mana on your turn. It can double, it can triple, it can quadruple your mana. It can give you 5 times the mana if you have all 4 out and you have your normal mana. So that's, they've repeatedly in all kinds of formats said that they don't like that sort of thing. Interesting that they would print a card that does that then. But I mean, I actually loved the Fires of Infinsion deck. So even when they banned Fires, I was like, okay, Fires is a problem, but Wreck isn't. It's like I said, they say they do their testing, and I believe them, and I love Magic, and I'm not like upset, or these are just questions that I have, things these are some of the thoughts that I had when I saw this. Why now? Why these particular cards? Mostly why now, as far as like things like Cat Oven, you know. But ultimately, I'm excited. Because now the floor is open, man. Like, I mean, this takes care of the majority of the decks that were, I mean, if you were to just ban Wilderness Reclamation, that would get rid of 55% of the decks that were at Players Tour Finals, or Players Tour period. So that is obviously long overdue. Everybody hates Teferi. I'm an Azorius player, so I love Teferi. So, but I mean, okay, I get it. Sure, I'll play him in Modern. That's fine. Okay, we got this. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about those because I don't play them. Hey, I'll take these though. And this is what I actually have not. I logged on. I made sure I didn't progress through anything because I wanted to talk about that initially, and I'm really excited to click on this decks button right now and see how many decks I still have left and how many decks. Oh my goodness. Well, there it is, you know. Wow. I love blue, and Simic is great. So, I mean, the Growth Spiral is the main card, I think, in a lot of these that I would have to replace. That is the only card that is, you know, that's Growth Spiral for sure, Growth Spiral for sure. This is just like a janky, silly deck that I had. This is definitely Growth Spirals and Uros. Well, no, Uro, because Uro didn't get banned. Oh, Growth Spiral and Wilderness Wreck. Okay, yeah. There's some wrecks in this, I think, as well, because I wanted to do like a combo with. Oh no, this is the Teferis. Okay. You can tell I don't play all. I build my decks and then I move on to the next one. I forget all the cards that are in them. Man, you know, I really thought this Adventures deck. It's just the spirals, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's we can replace those. I kind of was, honestly, I was thinking after I saw the list that this is maybe what I wanted to play. Now, like, the question certainly becomes, what replaces Spiral? You know, as your 2-drop. I could go more Fae of Wishes. I do like those in this deck. I don't want to get too caught up on this right now. I mean, I think that Omen of the Sea is a good replacement for Growth Spiral. It draws you a card. It's a 2-drop, so it's on the same scale there. It draws you a card. It's on the same scale there. It actually lets you scry 2 beforehand, which is pretty sweet. You don't get to do that with Growth Spiral. It does not let you ramp. I mean, which is obviously the number one thing that makes Growth Spiral so awesome. So like maybe I would replace, you know, sometimes I actually, one of the things that I liked about Growth Spiral the most was getting that extra look. To me, that was one of the most appealing parts of the card. Let's see what other just adventures we could go on. You could put in Omen of the Sea. Yes, okay. Welcome, Vixen. You were 2 seconds behind on that. Oh yeah, cultivate. That's 3, not 2. Yes, that's a possibility. It definitely does let you ramp. It's a 3 cost though, not a 2 cost, which I mean that is a dramatic ramping on turn 2. Uro is what you want to be playing on turn 3, you know? So that would be my counter argument to that. But if you were in a deck that was the main strategy is ramping, then you probably already run cultivate. So I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm still have my questions about why Growth Spiral and not Uro. I mean, Uro's a creature. You can play him back out of your graveyard. Now, I will say that one of the things that makes Uro so easy to get back is that you are normally Growth Spiraling on turn 2, or at least, you know, maybe after you play your Uro on turn 3, or if you don't have it on turn 3, the Growth Spirals feed into the Uro as far as being able to get it back out of your graveyard. So that is, in and of itself, just getting rid of Spiral does actually hurt Uro a fair amount, I would say. That is a big difference. That is a card that is guaranteed to go to your graveyard, you know, like, because if you play something that's a creature substitute for ramp in place of Growth Spiral, okay, but that doesn't put another card in your graveyard. So you could replace the ramp, but you're not replacing that cycling, that looting effect, which is, you know, definitely key to Uro. Because the sooner you can get him back out of your graveyard, the better. But he also does he does his effect every single time he attacks or hits the battlefield, and he gains you life. He draws you cards. He lets you ramp. But they banned Growth Spiral instead. I don't work in R&D. I don't know. I don't know. This could be a cool replacement in this deck. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, this guy gets +1 till end of turn. No. Maybe if it was like a counter, that would be good. I would love to replace it with another adventure card. Like a Rimrock Knight would be pretty cool.
That's what I literally just typed.
Oh, I don't hate Rimrock Knight. Early card draw if you have Innkeeper. Yeah, for sure. I do. That's Vixen. Me and Vixen are on the same page here. The Merchant of the Veil, discard a card, draw a card. That helps feed into getting your Uro back. But Uro is not really the idea of this adventure deck. Like, maybe I think an extra Fae of Wishes actually is a good call. Because I definitely win games with that. But oh yeah, that's right. I had Wilderness Wreck expansion combo in my sideboard to fetch out with Fae of Wishes if I had one of my Clovers out. So that's gone. Man, I have so much work to do. I'm really excited. I actually am excited to like get in and start seeing what people are doing now, you know, what's replacing it. Cathartic Reunion for Uro Fuel. Ooh, I like that. I like that call a lot. And it draws you cards. I do think that Omen is a good option. Um, hmm. Also, like, you know, like some of the stuff that was in my sideboard, I don't. Will it be relevant anymore? You know, it was some of the stuff that was at least like the return to nature, or really, what's better is the one that cycles that destroys an artifact or enchantment. Wilt. I think that's actually probably better. Um, but it's the reason I chose Return to Nature is because I like the exile target card from a graveyard effect. Takes care of arrows. Um, hmm. I do actually really enjoy the Frantic Inventory card. I mean, I think that just in general, card draw is always great. This could be extra card draw. Like, it could be, this card can get crazy if you have several of them. Could be a good option. I won't spend too much time, or I won't spend too much more time, I should say, on this. Something like the Prowess guy. That's like a 2-drop whenever you. Where's that one at? It's a 5 cost. Something like that might be cool. It's still so weird. Why now? Right? You know, it's like everything's gonna change soon. It's interesting, man. It's very interesting. Where the hell is this guy? It like gets cheaper. Oh, here we go. Stormwing Entity. I think this card is freaking sweet, dude. Becomes a 2-drop whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, which we will be doing plenty of that. And when it enters the battlefield, you get to scry to. 3/3 Prowess. I think I'm gonna try this guy out in this deck. At least 2 of. See how I like it. Because with the Clover copying our spells, like he could get enormous. Seems cool. Seems interesting. And then maybe, I mean, there's a ton of ramp in this deck, so maybe like some Typhoons. Draws you a card, makes a little dude. I'm just, there's so little red in this deck. I love Vixen. I love the call for the Cathartic Reunion. Actually, I think that's in like a different deck. I think that's a really good idea as like a substitute for the aspect of Growth Spiral as far as it draws you cards and it fuels your Uro. In a deck, in a different teamer deck, I think that could be a great way to deal with that. Add that if you're not doing it already. Discard 2 cards, man. Yeah, that's something to think about. For show. For show. Get that fake ID for show. What's that from? I know Vixen knows that one.
I don't think I know that. Oh wait, super bad?
Yeah. I love that you're in my comments and also right over there. I appreciate the comments though. If anybody else is watching right now, I don't have my monitor today, so I don't even know. Oh wait, I need to get my monitor going because I need to get these average views up. Let me pull this up real quick. I think I just got a notification that Average Masterpiece is live. Oh my god, I've been just looking at this deck for 20 minutes now. I spent a long time talking about the bands. All right, you know what? I'm gonna slap some Typhoons in this bad boy. Call this done. We're figure out what I want to replace in the sideboard later. The following should take in this format must be 6 cards. Would you like to save anyway? Is it not? Oh, I didn't click twice. Okay. Boop. Tea with Sergeant Barnes. Yes, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I think that I think omens might end up being what I go with. So all right, man. Some of these like stupid, silly decks that I've made, like maybe they're good now. This is the exciting. This is the thing that's exciting about this. Like this, I actually love playing with this deck. I don't know that it's gonna get me anywhere in well, I'm actually in gold now. I dropped back down to gold with the new season. So I'm a big fan of like vampires and like gothic, shit like that. I don't know. So I got this vampire tribal deck, a couple of Knight of the Ebon Legions, 4 stack of the Vampire of the Dire Moons, some Johnny's Primate to make some use out of all the incidental life gain. Although it's not actually incidental, it's kind of like the plan of the deck. Really, what we want to do is land a Revenge of Ravens, and also hopefully where it's at. Where's he at? Yes. Epic Hero of Blood. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. So, whenever a creature attacks your planeswalker you control, that player's controller loses a life and you gain a life, which means they lose another one. Yeah, I thought I had Underworld Dreams in here as well. That's what I'm kind of confused about. I think I took it out because I wanted to focus more on the gain part, and Underworld Dreams only drains them. I haven't messed with this deck in a while. I think that there's like some cool stuff that I could consider rocking out in here. Namely, I really like what's that new card? Oh, Village Rites. I love Village Rites. I don't have a ton of sacrifice fodder, but I mean, as long as I have a Nightmare Shepherd out, then I can sacrifice anything and I don't care at all because it just comes back. So I would maybe would consider throwing some of those bad boys in here. Are there any vampires? This like deck is like mad janky, but I've definitely won games with it. Like actually a lot of games, and like on pretty high level, like at least in gold, I've won some games with this deck, and it's hilarious when Revenge of Ravens is just a hilarious card, especially when like cavalcade like mono red decks were like that's all you ever saw ever. Veto, oh my god, yes. And actually Sanguine Bond is like a thing now, so could definitely need to find some room for some Sanguine Bonds, right? Or is it Exquisite Blood that's now a card?
No, it's just one of those is printed onto Veto. I don't remember.
No, but the other one is in a set. Was in M21 X, right? Or am I thinking about was it just like reprinted in Double Masters or something, or Jumpstart maybe? Oh, it was in Jumpstart. Bruh, Veto though is a vampire. Oh, okay. Where can we slide him in right now? Yo, Veto is sick. Alright, this card was just in here because it's funny. I mean, it's still really good, but 5 mana is not ideal. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain lifelink. So you could just tap down their team, swing in with all your dudes, and gain a shitload of life, so it didn't even matter if you died on the crackback. Wait, I gotta go back to what I was talking about before. This card's hilarious because when everybody was just running Cavalcade of Calamity decks and shit like that, all these little weenie guys, even the mono white weenies deck that's like a thing now, there would be I've been in games where I would gain enough life to where they just couldn't attack me because they didn't have anything big enough to get past this effect. And like they would just literally have to concede because they didn't have board wipes, they didn't have ways to get rid of the enchantment, and they just could never attack again. And it was awesome. Um. All right, I actually only have one of these right now, so we'll throw him in here. This is something that I might revisit soon. I'm excited. Oh no, what is this name right now? What did I do? I changed the name to Inguine. Inguine.
What's that one? It's not Charming Prince. It's like Cordial Vampire or something like that.
Cordial Vampire.
Yeah, you have that one in there.
That is
Great.
cordial.
Oh, never mind. He's not standard legal.
What was that from? Like a, I think that was from one of the,
Masters?
or maybe it was in one of the Commander
No,
decks.
I think he's Modern Masters.
This is the problem when you like play like Commander and Modern stuff, so you like care about sets that come out that don't impact Standard at all, and you're like, oh my god, like, oh, I can't believe they're reprinting this. Like, it's gonna be so good in my. Oh wait. All right, that's enough of that. You know what? I've been talking way too long. I'm gonna just jump into some stuff, and like we're gonna kind of figure out what the meta is together, maybe, unless you already know. And then
Probably anyone.
I am just gonna do some best of ones because not all of my decks have like fully developed sideboards, so I'm not ready for all that yet. I liked this Is It. Wait, let me show what this is before I just like jump right in. I really liked this Is It Sprites deck prior to the bans. So let's run a round or two with this and see what happens. So it's really just like an Is It spells deck that is all about landing a Sprite Dragon, ideally on turn 2. And then you just opt, Infuriate, Shock, draw cards, Omen, do everything, you get those spells back. It's all about Sprite Dragon, which says it's flying, haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter. Not till end of turn. Doesn't get plus whatever till end of turn. No. Put a 1/1 counter on Sprite Dragon. Flying haste. I mean, that's just great as it is. So yeah. Oh, my Twitch says I'm playing Smite. All right, let's. I'm gonna update it real quick. Whoop. Wow, my Twitch says I'm doing all kinds of stuff. All caps. New meta. MTGA. And this is not Smite. This is Magic the Gathering. It makes me feel good that I've like seen other streamers, like big, actually like streamers that have followings and get subs and things like that, make these same mistakes that I'm that I seem to make every stream. Update. Blood Owl. Okay, hopefully that's right now. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, light of the stage. It's all spells. If they kill all of our Sprite Dragons, we're kind of screwed. But if we can get them out and get it going, they don't have an answer. We can just kill them in like 2 turns. He gets enormous and they can't do anything about it. Some Scions because it's just a good card. I think this is a kind of I don't want to say slept on because like I've heard about it getting some play in like Modern and stuff too, but I don't know, I don't see it that much. Expansion Explosion, everyone knows about Explosion because of Team Wreck, but the expansion part of this, it's actually pretty awesome. I feel like it doesn't get utilized enough. But yeah, so boom, that's what this is. I think this is what I want to run first and see what happens here. 30 minutes later. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I just wanted to talk about, I mean, like I said, that's huge news. If you play Magic, this is huge news. The next month is going to be fun. I as much as it's like, why the hell would they wait so long? This is in a very exciting period now. Before the new set, everyone's going to be it's like, it's a free-for-all of brews and all your little janky, stupid shit that you've been playing, like, might be good now. Who knows? I think the Teamer deck, that Teamer Adventures deck I was showing earlier is going to be maybe super legit. Because, I mean, it was doing... that deck has done some work for me in the past. Let's see here. We got some removal, so we can buy some time until we can draw our Sprite Dragon. Or just, like, shock him to the face, maybe, and only one red. This is ugh. I'm gonna mulligan, which is that's a lot. That's a hard decision for me to make. All right, you guys should know I'm not the type that likes to mulligan. What do we throw back though? I kind of think I'm okay with just the 2 lands if I have one that scries and also I can opt. Sprite Dragon with a shock is nice. I agree. I agree, Vixen. I mean, this is decent, but I really want to guarantee at least a 3rd land. After that, I'm like kind of straight on lands. I mean, like 4s. I do have things that I would want 4 for, like the Crackling Drakes, which is just another card that's in this deck that benefits from the insane amount of instants and sorceries that we run. Looks like we got some oh, okay. Little Bant something or other. So let's get in for some mega damage here. Whoop. First I'm gonna go ahead and take a peek. Okay, we really need that 3rd land. Look at there. Look at God. Now I'm gonna do this. I want to hold up for just a second just to make sure they don't have like a remand sort of effect. I'll attack. Huh? Nope. Alright, cool. I mean, actually they could still just do it in response, but let's just go for gold right now. I mean, probably would have maybe been better to save some of those for our 2nd Sprite Dragon, but ooh. Hey, we got him down to 12 already. We'll race back into it. Want to go ahead and get our double blue. Oop. I'm starting to like regret getting rid of the. Oh, yes. Risen Reef is about to be way good again. That's like too much land. That's more like it. Actually, I could have. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love to see that. I like both of these, actually. We're gonna get in here. Light up the Stiz Age. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. It's cool, I just got so excited. We missed a point of damage there, but... I mean, this is fine. Oh, he's got reach. That actually sucks. So one of these will die, but we'll have to, hopefully we'll get to keep our Arcanist for next turn to flash back. Like a Infuriate or something. Oh no, I misplayed that. That was bad. I should have thought more. I just get like, man, when I'm streaming I get I like think about things too hard. I like want to be like overly aggressive instead of methodical, which is what I should do. I want to just like get there, but it sometimes I'll play foolishly because I'm overly excited about getting there. Man, we're drawing all the Stormwing entities right now. I actually at this point would rather have another spell. If you're playing aggro, gotta be aggro, Vixen says. Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to be stupid. Oh man. Alright, I think I wanna get rid of one of these so they'll get slightly less triggers. I mean, one less look is nice. Something. Got 8 damage in the air next turn. Because we'll get to cast something out of our graveyard with the Arcanist to trigger the prowess on these guys. So they'll be 4/4s next turn. It's a big boy. Wait, what did I miss here? I shocked him for 2, and then he didn't block one of my guys. Oh no! Ah! The freaking... Oh man, okay, wait. Interesting. Interesting choice on their part there to not... I mean, I guess... Okay. They're gonna let me keep my stuff. I'm kind of okay with this. Cause if we can draw, fucking the life gain, man. The life gain. Like a I think I only run 2 light up the stages though, but I'd light up the state, maybe a frantic inventory into.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah. So we're gonna be 1 short after this. Oh my god, had this been a freaking... So they are gonna be able to gain 3 life. They'll probably just wipe the board. Or yeah, do that.
Do not ignore my draconic.
They're gonna bring back the Ugin, I would assume. Or the Uro and gain 3 lives. So they'll be at 4, which freaking sucks. This shock won't quite get us there. Our a Sprite Dragon would be really nice. Sprite Dragon plus the shock would be enough even after the Uro comes back. Euro. Yeah, we don't really have anything to deal with that. I don't think I have any remand sort of effects.
Sister by my side, I do not fear the unknown. I enjoy the proper application of knowledge.
Couldn't get there. Alright. This guy's got a flying 12-12 and wants to play another Risen Reef. 10 life, bro. Come on now. With Eugene out on the board as well. Alright, we get it. You won. That was close though. That was close. I'm not too sad about it. I'm gonna run that back. I like this Sprite Dragon deck, man. It's pretty fun. I don't think that it's like gonna change the meta necessarily. But Wizards just changed the meta, so who knows, man? Who knows? Once people get it, we got a little time to hone it in, and then it's gonna be wide freaking open. Opponent, I'm on the draw. I'm on the draw. I'm gonna keep this. Wide open when the new set comes out. I need some red. This is sad. Reminds me of your wizard EDH deck. Yes, yes. This is very similar conceptually to my wizard's EDH deck. My play group, we like our power creep had just gotten too extreme, and so we made a challenge to each other, which ironically did not end up actually helping anything. But we challenged ourselves to only. It's like, do I guarantee? Let's try this. I'm gonna be a little bit risky here. I'm feeling like, yeah, that my risk did not pay off. All right, get me out of here. I'm not even gonna make you guys watch the rest of this one. It was just not gonna work. I'm feeling like what's his face in the finals, man, where it was just all lands. Although he ended up still winning. Did he win that game? Okay, yeah. So anyway, our play group made a challenge to ourselves to only build commanders that were uncommons. We were only allowed to use uncommons as our commanders. So I went with Adelaise, which I should pull up the card just so I can say exactly what. Adelaise the Cinder Wind is a blue, red, and 1 flying haste human wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizards you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's it. That's all it does. But that combined with a board full of little dinky wizards, and you can like, you know, do a couple of spells in a turn, all of a sudden everything is getting +1 plus whatever. +1/+1, and there was like another, like I had things like, man, I can't remember all the cards. There was one of the creatures in there as a wizard that gets like +2 every +2/+0 every time you play a spell, so things like that.
That give all your wizards flying in there.
Yeah, stuff that gave everything had like flying. It was like sneaky good. It was one of those decks that would be like, didn't really seem that threatening, or it didn't really feel like I was doing much, and then all of a sudden I would just like hit you for like 20 in the air, you know? Like surprise. Oh, my boy Bob is calling right now. I really want to take this call, but he is unfortunately going to have to wait. Yo, Vixen, will you text Robbie Bobbert Andrews and let him know that I'm screaming right now?
On it.
On it. All these 4-color decks. This is the second 4-color deck we've seen. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this into the yard. What's going on here?
I remember what his newest bonus is
5-color? Oh my god, are we playing? I'm about to get embarrassed by a Shrines deck? That's not good. I kind of like don't know what to play around right now. Let's just keep drawing cards. What creatures does the Shrines deck play? What does the Shrines deck play? Really missing our dragon right now. Our dragons, bro. We need the dragons. It's the whole deck. It's way less good without the dragons. I have not played a land this turn, so I can at least... Jeez. It's unfortunate. Luckily, our opponent has not done anything so far. Exactly. 6 more shrine that really triggers the addition time. Okay. I know that the black shrine is like legit. Like it like drains you for like a shitload of health. Are you serious, man?
The blue one is the best.
I lead the way, but my brother knows our path.
A quest?
Oh, yes. Freaking finally. Do it! Do your thing. What is this? Probably lets him just destroy it immediately. Yeah, to target creature. Yeah, okay, okay. It's gone. Draw 3 cards. That's really good.
Bob called because he's downloading Smite right now.
Oh, snap. My boy Bob downloading Smite right now. Gonna definitely have to squad up with the whole 5 stack later.
Yeah.
I've been getting real into Smite again. Ugh. Ugh. Uro disgusts me. He repulses me. No, he's great. I play him. Oh. Oh, they didn't kill my Sprite Dragon. All right, well, they might be in for a tree. We might be in for a tree right now. All right, let's give our boy. Hold on. First, I'm gonna opt. Boom. No, we don't need any more lands. Please, God, no more lands. And then I want to shock. Then we're gonna light up the stage. Let's play another guy. Give him +2/+2. Get in for 7? It's pretty solid. Definitely should have. I don't know. Maybe not definitely. There were other lines of play there. All right, they're only missing the white one, right? They're gonna gain a shitload of life, draw a bunch of cards. They'll be able to kill for sure. Maybe even both of these. Oh my god, we're gonna lose to the freaking Shrines deck. Maybe the Sprite Dragon deck isn't good, but it's super fun. Yeah, maybe it sucks. I suck. I know that. I've learned that quickly since I started streaming. It's funny though, man. Like I made it to platinum before, which isn't anything spectacular, but like that's like something, you know. Oh my, you know, we should probably just leave. I feel like they just got it.
Stay away from my brother.
I kind of just want to see what all else they can do. I guess they just keep ramping, discard a bunch of stuff, and then like Eugene, bring back the Uros. Like, it's so weird to me. They got rid of Growth Spiral, but Uro ramp decks are still just gonna like run. That's still gonna just be the thing, you know. Like that's just not going anywhere. This just happens. The life game thing just happens every turn. Yeah, I think we're fucked. We can just like do this in response.
To know is to triumph.
I just like don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what's good here. I don't know. They're just gonna kill this. Get me out of here. Ah! Curses! This video is gonna be titled Me Having No Fucking Clue What the New Meta Is or How to Play Magic. Ah, shit. Oh, I actually really like that. That's a cool card. One more with this? I'm gonna play one more with this. Then maybe switch it up. Switch it up to the Azorius Flyers. I kind of wanted to specifically play things I haven't played on my streams yet. Like stupid stuff. What is this? What is this hand? Why can't I just get like a normal... Just like normal mana for... You know, even just give me like a red and a blue. And I'll be happy. I'm on the play, so I feel like I can't afford to mulligan. I've got some early removal if they're playing like a weenies type deck. Is this another freaking Shrines deck? That's so embarrassing. I don't know. Maybe that deck's good now? I don't actually know. It can't be good. This is like the world's worst play. But we gotta do what we gotta do because I need some freaking blue mana. Okay. That is something. That is at least something. Now they'll definitely know to hold up all their good removal. Oh, nice. Lucky Clover. I'd love to see it. About to shock my own dude. That would have been terrible. It just ironically was hovering over here. It acts incidentally. Okay, yeah, I was trying to play around the the stomp, which is probably still coming. Man, this right here, this is what's so great about this deck, this combo here. Stomp it is, yeah, let's go. Or I say play around it. Really, I was just trying to get it in while I could because I figured a stomp was coming.
I know that Bobby called you, and I'm just texting him about Smite.
So this is a just four color adventures deck. When I originally built the deck, I tried 4 colors just because I love Murderous Rider, and I really wanted to have that in there. And I like it with the Foulmire Knight too. There's also the one that lets you get the cards back from your graveyard. Can't think of her name. I can never think of their names, but I can see the art in my head right now. Oh, yo. Escape to the Wild. Freaking awesome, awesome card. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, we see the Murderous Rider. We see a lot of stuff. They're going to be doing a lot next turn. We need to, like, kill them right now. We're going to at least get in as much damage as we can. Down to 2. That's pretty good. Shock off the top, like, just does it. They will be able to Murderous Rider our Stormwing. Actually, both of our guys, yeah, because he gets doubled. Was that like a misclick there? Or they just have another one? I think they just misclicked and were like embarrassed, so they... Hey, I'll take it. After not doing nothing but losing, I'll take them fucking up and just getting a free win. That's actually my secret. That's actually the only way I ever made it to platinum in the past, was that the people I played against misclicked every game. And I also just like the strictly Golgari version of that deck. Okay, I haven't played this deck yet on a stream. Well, maybe I'll save that for next time. I think that I've been trying to keep my vids to about an hour, so I think I'm actually gonna call it here. We spent a lot of time today just discussing the bands and stuff. Um, so we'll save it for next time. We'll maybe give it a day or so to figure out how things are looking. Um, make some tweaks to some of my decks so that I'm not spending like 10 minutes on the stream like, what can I fill in place of this? But yeah, try and do a little tweaking. Maybe it'll take me a couple of days. We'll see. Maybe in the meantime I can stream some Smite. Let me know if you guys have like drop a comment. If you liked on the YouTube when I posted, if you enjoyed watching us play Smite, or maybe even any other games that you think you'd like to watch me play. I've considered trying to do some Slay the Spire. I really enjoyed that game. I gotta figure out a way, short of buying the PlayStation camera, to be able to play on the PlayStation and also be able to stream, because I got a lot of fun stuff. Me and my boy Igo Hardy, which if you don't follow him, make sure you go check out Igo Hardy. We were talking about the game Alienation the other day because we really love like arcade style games, and that's like a super just wacky top down craziness arcade style game. I've considered maybe trying to revisit For Honor. It's a pretty old game, but it's cool. It's really cool. I'd love to be able to do some Dark Souls. But I'd like to be able to do it with the camera. Not that I care to see my face, and maybe you guys don't care either, but I just think in general I like being able to, you know, have this, even if it's through the screen. I want to be able to, you know, be more direct with people in the comments or whatever. I like having the visual aid. I think it makes it more engaging, a little more fun. You can, I don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's what's holding me up on that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna call it for today. Be sure to, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell so you get notified. If you're on YouTube, please drop us some comments. Also, might start streaming a little bit on YouTube. So if you follow me exclusively on Twitch, be sure to pop over to my YouTube channel and give us a follow there, because I might start doing some streams on YouTube instead. Or if I can figure it out, I'm not the most tech savvy person, honestly. But if I can figure it out, maybe try and do them simultaneously. I don't know. We'll see. But as always, I love you peoples. Thanks for dropping in. Like I said, Average Masterpiece on YouTube, AVRG MSTRPC on Twitch. And until next time, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon.